All right, BJ, thanks for sitting down with us. We really appreciate the time. So the first we're going to start just, how did you get started in football, right? Like, how did you get to this point of your career?
Well, I come from a small town, not really much to do. So pretty much everyone in my hometown of England, Arkansas, just like to play sports, whether it be, start off on a Pee Wee league or just going outside playing in the fields or on the street.
So how'd you get what was it about football that drew you in versus any other sport?
Actually, basketball was my first love. But I also love the competitive nature of football, just going out there and just being able to hit, just unleash all your anger or whatever you may be going through. Football is a sport unlike any other.
So what was that transition? What made you kind of switch from basketball to football, made you realize, hey, maybe football's the spot for me?
Because like I said, I'm, kind of tall, athletic, and there's a million guys like me trying to play basketball. I feel like my skill set is, kind of rare for football. I feel like I can really make some money for myself at rushing the passer.
Yeah. So obviously you had to learn technique, rushing the passer, everything like that. Did you have a certain coach that kind of helped you along, or maybe a certain point in time where all of a sudden it started to click and you realized, hey, this is what I need to do as a pass rusher?
Not really until I got to college. Like I said, I come from a small school, so most of the time growing up, I just relied on my athletic ability. Just kind of went out there on instinct and just did what I did.
Yeah.
So, is there a game from your college career that you would direct someone to go watch that hasn't seen you play yet at this point in time?
Yes, I'd say the Sam Houston game. That's kind of a rivalry between my school and their schools that's been going on for a whole lot of years, and I think I kind of displayed my abilities pretty much on that game.
So what was it about that game that you think you really did well? Was it pass rushing, run D? Like, what about that game really sticks out for you?
Pass rushing definitely, but I just think just being like effective in the game, just causing a lot of havoc, just leaving my stamp on that game. If you watch that tape, you can see that I try to do everything I can to, get my team to win.
So you're obviously a very long, tall, big guy. What is something that people would be surprised to learn about you? Because we've seen it out on the practice field as we've been out here this week. You're not just, people think of guys like you, maybe they think a little bit of a stiffness or something like that. Your athletic ability really shows through. What is it that you like to hit offensive tackle with in the game that maybe they're not expecting from a guy of your size?
Just a little bit of everything. I feel like, as me being a taller guy, people wouldn't expect me to be able to bend and get as low as I'm able to do. So, just bending that corner and just reaching all the way down, like, touching grass when I'm getting past them. I don't think they really expect a guy as tall as me to get down that low.
So let's just say, what's your go-to pass rush move? I know everybody's going to be a little different based on the tackle you're facing, but what's your favorite pass rush move to go to?
I always go out with speed. That's my go-to for sure.
So when you're doing that, what are you looking for from a tackle to let you know that you are going to have that advantage and be able to pull off the speed rush around the arc?
First, kind of a run pass tendency, and if I line up and I see that, he gives me an indicator that it may be pass, or if it's third down, I know it's pass. I'm just, throughout the game, I'm kind of, getting the snap count down. So by the time I'm able to actually rush the pass, I got the snap count down and I'm able to beat them with that speed.
So I'd ask you a very specific question here. I've seen you throw out some of the most crisp spin moves during these practices that I've seen. Where did that come from? How do you work on that a lot, or where did that come from, that counter?
Just, working on it, trying to perfect my craft, everybody knows I'm trying to beat them with speed. Tackle's probably going to, start get that down. So we're going to start kicking more, kicking back farther and everything. So I got to have a counter ready for that.
So what's going through your head? You come off of that spin. You got that inside move. You've got the lane to the quarterback. You see that he's going to be holding the ball. It's not coming out quick. What's going through your head as you're going through there and you've got a sack lined up?
Man, I'm like, I can't blow this. I can't blow it. I can't blow it. I can't get juked out of my shoes or anything. I got to at least get him on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in this position. You make this sack, right? Let's even say it's a sack, strip sack that falls down. You win the game for your team. At home, in front of the home crowd, they're going crazy. You said Sam Houston's big rival. At home, your fans are going crazy for that, or on the road in their house, and they have to go quiet?
Probably at home, most definitely. There's nothing like, hearing the home fans and, your fans and family all being around to, enjoy and celebrate with you.
So you come off the field, you've had a big game. What do you want to hear the opposing coach be saying about you on the podium that makes you feel like you've had a really good game?
I just want to hear him say, we tried our best, but there wasn't really much we can do. We couldn't handle them. I feel like I've heard that a couple times in my career, and that's the ultimate sign of respect.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is it just a couple more questions here? The first one's kind of a funny one here. We've heard this rumor. We talked a little bit about it before we started. You went to Baylor to start your college career, and you had a little dunk contest with the basketball team, yeah?
Yeah. I had a dunk contest at the halftime of the basketball game.
So how'd that go? Why didn't you tell the people how that went for you?
So we did I think 2 rounds or whatnot. First round, we started out with I think 4 people. I did a 2-hand windmill. So they got me into the second round. And I had the last dunk of the second round, so I was like, man, I gotta go out with a bang. I gotta do something, to blow everybody away. So I lined up 2 people, and I ended up dunking over those 2 people.
2 people.
2 people.
One wasn't
2 hands, 2 people.
Two hands over 2 people.
Yeah, I just had to think outside the box. I wanted to go out with a boom. I really wanted to win, so I figured that might get me the win.
And you did, right? You won that.
Yeah, I got the win.
Oh, that's great. So okay, real question here. We fast forward in this draft process, right? It's a long process. You're going through all this. You get that phone call on draft night, pick up, team says, they're selecting you right then. What's going through your mind? What are those emotions that you're feeling?
Just a sense of pride and, that I actually made it. Like I said, I come from a small town. Not too many people make it out of that situation, especially where I'm from. So just to be able to make it and, feel accomplished and doing something and living out my dreams, it would mean the world for me.
Who's going to be there with you? Who's the first person you're hugging when this happens?
My grandma, for sure.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and good luck the rest of this weekend.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate you having me.